Mannequin challenge. I was already talking. I already ruined it.
Yeah, way to go, Celia. You ruined everything.
I ruined everything, guys. I'm sorry.
Hi,
Hello. How are you? How is everybody doing? We are going to have a relatively short chat tonight because I'm going to watch Game of Thrones and Cherie's having issues with her internet. So
yeah, my husband says I have a 30-minute limit because he's got games to play.
Games to play. So we are going to go through our week a little bit and our weigh-ins and what's going on. And so, oh my gosh. Susan, I don't have my glasses, they're on my head, so when I looked over, I thought it said Susan Buttholes.
This is why we don't look and not wear glasses.
Do we need to block Susan Buttholes?
No.
No. Susan, we love you. Thank you for joining us. So, yeah, so you want to talk about how your week went?
My week was pretty good. I stuck to plan. I don't even think I used all my weeklies last week. Maybe I did. I went to the gym 3 days last week, and I broke my plateau. So I'm down at 1.9 this week. What?
Ooh, Cherie no longer has to do some crazy Amazon fast.
Yeah, I was like 5 seconds from like buying some sort of tutorial on how to like only live off of celery stalks. And thankfully I had a loss, so it is working. I just got to stick with it.
She was down to some desperate measures. What was that book that you were looking at? What was it again?
It's called The Starch Solution, and you just basically eat potatoes. And I was like, that is a diet I can get down on because I love potatoes. That's my favorite food group.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been terrible.
It's basically vegan is what it is. It's basically vegan, but it's like high carb, low fat or whatever. So you eat a lot of starch and legumes.
I would have been super mad at you.
I was like, I'm going to buy this book and it's going to work and I'm going to feel amazing. But then I lost weight and I was like, but I could also just keep eating the way I'm eating and feel amazing.
Yeah, it's really hard. It really is hard when you're like working hard and not losing and stuff. So I feel you feeling desperate.
Yeah, I think like a week I can be like, oh, okay, it's cool. We'll get through it. But then like when you're on week 3 and like nothing's happening, you're like, all right, obviously I need to do something. But no, it came right on that week 3. So
hooray.
I'm back down to my lowest weight with Weight Watchers. And I'm ready to get to go.
Oh, that's so exciting. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to turn off the notifications without messing up everything else. I posted on Facebook that I want to try and watch 100 horror movies by the new year because I'm terrified of horror movies. But I thought I would try. So
I'm a fan.
Yeah, so I've been asking for suggestions, and I'm getting a lot of them. So I keep dinging on my Mac.
People are very passionate about horror.
So I'm sorry. Yeah, they are. People are kind of, and then like you start to see the comments from like the horror snobs.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, these are so cliche. You should try watching this from this independent,
This is where horror began.
Right? It really dives into the core issues. Yeah. So did you any NSVs for last year or last week?
Yes. Were there? Ooh, yes. I cleaned out some drawers and I found my favorite pair of shorts from when I started Weight Watchers. They're from Forever 21 and I wore them like every day. They're my favorite shorts. And I put them on and I can get like 3 or 4 hands into the side and pull them straight out. There's like no fit. There's no way that I could walk around in them. So I'm going to save them for goals so I can get one of those pictures where I'm like, look upon my pants.
That's awesome. I love those ones with the pants held out to the side, like stretched out the side. It's so good.
I'm all about that life. So I'm saving those shorts for my victory pants.
Yes. Victory pants dance.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I think it'll be good. So my week was good last week, really good. I lost 4.4 pounds.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. I feel like we need a... Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. No, it was good. So I'm down to 174.4.
What?
Yay, so I'm finally back in the 160s.
Wait. Back up. You said you were 174.4. You mean
sorry, I mean 164.4.
Okay, yeah. I was like, that is not right.
No. So, yeah, I was 171.8 the week before, and then this week I was 167.4. I keep wanting to tell myself I'm in the 170s. Guys, it's a mindset.
It's because it's been there. It's been there for a while, so you're used to saying it, but you have kicked it right in the tuchus.
I know. I'm so happy. So I feel really good. Pretty motivated. I had some bizarre. My struggles last week were just weird. So, I get myself in a position of. I don't know if I want to talk about this yet. I just get myself into bad situations sometimes where I have to think about things better, and I needed to think about things better.
But you're going to this week.
Right. So that's what I'm doing this week is I'm working on it and trying to get things better. So that's...
You have a game plan, so you're good to go.
I have a game plan. So yes. 4.4 is exciting and it's a very big number, but I anticipate that because of what I'm changing this week, that there might be a little bit, either this week I won't have as big of a loss or I might even stay the same. So that's okay. But yeah.
Yeah, so, I had a big loss and then none for 3 weeks. So I think your body sometimes just like, haha, we gave you a magical number, suck on it.
Exactly. So, but things are going really good. I'm in a good routine. I have good foods. I'm excited about stuff. I actually have a really cool protein shake coming up, which is like, woo! I can't wait to try it because I need a new one for breakfast. And yes.
Oh, I lost 1.9 this week.
She killed it.
Finally, killed it.
Finally. So, yeah. Did you try anything this week that was delicious and new?
I got some protein bars to try out for you guys because I've been looking for a gluten-free, healthier protein bar that's a little less like ingredients are a little bit more pronounceable, and I'm really excited to share that with you guys. And it was delicious. And I got poisoned by gluten. I remember how delicious pizza is now, and now I'm just disappointed with every gluten-free pizza. But yeah, oh, and I tried vegan cheese, and it was delicious. If you guys are wanting to lower your dairy consumption, or I don't know, I think if you are a person who's like, I hate vegetables and I hate salads, I really encourage you to like once a week pick one thing that you think you're gonna hate, and then try it 1 or 2 times and see if your taste buds don't disagree with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, welcome, Ashley. Do you girls drink your tea more than once a day? Yes, I do.
I don't.
I have it in the morning, first thing when I wake up, and then sometimes if I decide like, oh, I'm getting a little bit tired, I will have it in the afternoon. I've only had to do that a couple times though.
Yeah. I only don't drink it twice a day because I am so addicted to coffee, it's not even funny. So I do have my coffee in the morning, but I love it in the afternoon as a pick-me-up because I flatline around 1 p.m. So anything that can help me with that is great.
Yeah, we're talking about the Teamy Skinny. So don't drink your colon tea. Like if that's something you have, don't drink. You drink that as it says on the bag. Don't get over anxious with the colon tea. Anything that has the word colon in it, just take it slow. Yeah, right. Gosh, life lessons. I feel like they should teach that in health class. Anything with the word colon in it.
We do not have a mellow mushroom nearby, sadly. I live in a town where like we don't really have a lot of restaurants. We have a lot of fast food joints, but we don't have a lot of restaurants. So, which is fine because that's less temptation. I'm kind of glad there's not a lot of yummy stuff around me because we have to go really far to get those things, which is convenient for not eating it all the time.
Yeah, we have yummy stuff everywhere at every turn.
That's true. You guys got lots of good stuff.
It's always there. Um, I didn't try anything. I don't know that I tried anything new this week. I bought those enlightened uh rice cake or not rice cakes, the Rice Krispie treat kind of things.
Mhm.
They're 15 grams of protein. They're 8 points for the whole thing, but guys, legit, it's like this big. Like nobody needs to eat a Rice Krispie treat that's this big. So I plan to cut it in half and have 4 point like treat at some point, but it just hasn't fit into my day this weekend since I got them. So
Oh, Tania, I don't live in Atlanta. I live like an hour outside of Atlanta. There's lots of yummy stuff in Atlanta. We used to live down there. That's when we were fluffier. But I live OTP. I'm outside of the perimeter. And then Joe said something about the tea. Oh, yeah, Joe, when you drink the tea, you're not gonna notice like I don't know, Celia she drinks it more than I do, but you're not gonna notice like a huge vast difference, you know. It's not like a quick fix. It just kind of helps.
right. So I was paying very close attention. I also drink more than a teaspoon of the tea a day. So I drink a tablespoon of it in the morning. It doesn't bother me. I don't get jittery or anything. I raised it because my caffeine consumption was so high before. So I drink a tablespoon a day. After about day 3, I just started to notice that I was a little bit more regular. The energy was very sustainable for me. I didn't have any crashes or anything like that. And then again, by day 3 and 4 is when I really started to notice the bloat. I did have a really big number this week, and I think that part of it might also be because it is helping get rid of some water and some stuff that I was hanging on to.
It's like a detox, sort of. I would, yeah. Oh, sorry. Sarah said, would you guys order the tea if you were buying it yourself? I would not order the colon tea, but that's because I don't have any problems in that area. And I have a lot of stomach sensitivities, so I wouldn't order that one, but I do love the skinny tea. And I like the taste of it. I feel like when you get herbal teas sometimes or like skinny teas, they have a weird taste and you have to like choke them down. But it's very refreshing. I like it hot or cold. I would totally get it.
I actually plan to buy the 30-day detox once I finish this bag of skinny tea. So, and I bought my own tumbler. They didn't send it to me. I knew I was going to buy the detox pack. So that's why I went ahead and purchased it because I did like it. So I've already made a purchase from the company and I already plan to once my skinny tea is gone because I am enjoying it quite a bit. And what I like about it, like I mentioned in the video, is that there is so many benefits that far surpass the initial like weight loss stuff with it that makes me really happy to drink it. And it's a really good blend. And I have noticed things that I'm happy with. So I do like it.
Yeah, it's got very like I love green tea, and it's got a very to me a green tea sort of flavor, but not as intense. So I dig it.
Yeah, it's very mild.
Also, I love loose leaf tea. Loose leaf tea makes me feel fancy AF. Like I'm just like, look at my loose leaf tea and my little tiny infuser. Like I just love it.
It looks super fun in the cup too. So that's really
You know what I mean? Like when you're scooping out the tea, you're like, I am Frodo. I am a hobbit.
Yeah, no, you feel very rustic with your rustic.
I do. I feel like, yes, I should be on Instagram in like my fairy forest.
Maybe you shouldn't. So what's new with you guys? How was your weigh-ins this week?
Yeah.
Let's hear how yours is. No, it is. I'm sorry, Ashley. It is not caffeine free. The caffeine that is in it originates from the tea leaves and roots itself. So they don't add any stimulants to it, but it's whatever is inherent in the
it's naturally occurring.
Yeah, in the leaves and roots, like yerba mate and oolong itself has a little bit of caffeine in it. But I definitely don't get buzzy or jittery or anything like that when I have it.
Roxy, I also have weird chronic GI things. So I feel your pain.
Is that like army stuff?
I think that means gastrointestinal. I'm pretty sure. Tummy stuff. But yeah. There was something I was going to tell you guys that I tried, and I was like, this is so good. And now I don't remember what it was. Guess I'll remember it later.
What's not the coolest? Am I missing something?
The GI thing is not the coolest.
Oh, yeah. I was down one this week. Yeah, I've been like kind of just, I watch, so Kim from Fit and Fabulous, oh no, Kim, the Fit and Fabulous Mama. I'm not used to it, but she.
Yeah, no, I do the same thing. I'm like, no.
I absolutely love her Instagram story. Like, I always watch her. I'm like, I'll go through and make sure to specifically click on hers. And then I'll watch the Mucho Mamas too, because sometimes they kind of intersect with each other, and I like to feel like I know what's going on.
I know her. When I get up in the morning on my personal Instagram account, I follow Kim on there and I'll watch her stories and I'm like, I need to get up and like get out and do a walk. Like I need to drink water. I need to be bright. She's always so positive. She's just like, she gets me going.
Yeah. Wow. Look at all these losses. You guys are doing so good.
Don't worry about it. Vacation weight doesn't count. 3.5. That's awesome. 3.6. What? 6.1 pounds, killing it.
I think she said I lost 1 pound this week.
Oh, that's still awesome.
Yes, it is very awesome.
6.1 pounds, that's amazing.
You lost 61 pounds last week?
I don't have my glasses on either, guys.
We're just like Hot Mess Expresses.
Yes, but we got on lipstick, so we're good to go.
Well, I put on lipstick and then I wiped it off and now my lips are stained.
Mine is lip stain, but it's really dark for some reason, so I don't know what's going on with that.
I can't wear lipstick and be like, yes. So since we're on the topic of like food and snacks and all that kind of stuff, what are some things that you guys are having a hard time finding substitutes for? Maybe we can use each other in the chat and stuff, and what our finds are and what kind of works for that. So one thing that I am having a really difficult time with is coffee creamers and stuff. I haven't had to worry about it in a while, but I do like to have a cup of coffee just for flavor and stuff, but I'm not finding anything. The Italian sweet cream is okay. It just still has that flavor. Using cashew milk is just runny, punny, gross. It's
not the best.
I know, it's sick. What do you guys do for your coffee?
And if we have any dairy-free peeps in there, I am looking for a replacement for sour cream. I'm trying to limit my dairy because of my stomach.
I almost said Greek yogurt.
Go! And they do make like a vegan one or something, but I think it's, first of all, I scanned it and it's 3 points for 2 tablespoons, which is higher than regular sour cream. This is the thing, is like when you're trying to, what I feel, add some healthy stuff in, it's so high points, you know?
Dog, yeah. We have an old dog. Oh, a vanilla. Vanilla protein powder. Oh my God. I swear I haven't been drinking. Yes, vanilla premier protein shakes would be very good, actually, and would be very creamy.
Yeah, Tafudi is the brand that I scanned, and it's 3 smart points for 2 tablespoons, and I just can't. I know that it's only 1 more point than my normal stuff, but I just feel like it's not even real sour cream. It should be less points.
Roxy, how come you can only have hardly any carbs?
Her GI.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Substitutes for snacky things are tough. Yeah, that would be really hard. Other than like dehydrated fruit that you do yourself, so you don't really have to worry about counting the points.
Yeah. Milk creamer. Add a little cashew milk to my coffee. I have had the So Delicious almond milk creamer, and it is really good. I don't know what the points are on it, but it's super creamy. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to read. I'm going through all the comments.
Sheree and I did a vegan challenge a while ago, and I dumped that like a bad boyfriend. Like, I ran from that vegan challenge hard and fast.
I think it's so rude, though. Like, I kind of feel like Weight Watchers might need to investigate that a little bit more, because not just omnivores have weight issues. There are vegans who might want to lose some weight, and like having to use more points for those things that make the diet doable would be irritating to me if I were vegan.
But do those things that you're using as substitutes, are they higher in sugar and saturated fat?
I don't know, because they're made of like soy, and I
Yeah.
don't know.
So that's the thing, is if something's higher in saturated fat and sugar, regardless of if you're vegan or not, that's not something that's that's not something that's helpful to a weight loss program, which is why you can be vegan and overweight,
Yeah. Well,
because
plus there's a lot of junk food that's vegan, but like Oreos are vegan. You can eat all the Oreos you want if you're not gluten intolerant.
like 15 points on Oreo.
Dude, I miss Oreos. I miss all cookies.
Yeah, so where I get it's hard to find stuff that I don't think it's Weight Watchers' fault. I think it's the fact that like vegan substitutes are not the best for you. I mean, they are insanely processed. Some stuff I think you just kind of have to decide what's worth it for you. I mean, I'm starting to learn that now. I don't know why so many people are obsessed with having 1 or 2 point breakfasts.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that a lot, or is it just me?
I have felt so much better because I used to be like that. I'd be like, I can have 1 egg white and like 1 piece of 35 calorie toast. But now I have like a 9-point breakfast and I am full until lunch. And then I have a 6, 7, 8, 9-point lunch, and then I'm full till dinner,
Right. And so that's why I'm like, I'm like super crazy about this right now, is thinking about like quality filling foods that are not like I'm so sick of focusing on like having, oh, let's like trim this down as low as possible, and I'm sacrificing the quality of the stuff that I'm eating.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I did that a while ago with my bread. I made the commitment to bread. Yes, because so somebody asked, as a Weight Watchers leader, is there a reason they don't promote Simply Filling? It seems like they need to promote cleaner eating rather than their snacky foods. Well, I think that they don't walk up to us and be like, hey, that's Simply Filling. Let's keep it on the down low. Nobody talk about Simply Filling. We actually talk about it quite a bit in our meetings, and if it sounds like something that works for people, but a majority of the time when people are first starting out this program, giving them the option of not having to track or pay attention to portion control tends to not be the route that most people need to go. And Weight Watchers was kind of founded on the principle of like tracking your food and paying attention to portions. So Simply Filling is just kind of like a second flagship for those people that absolutely have a difficult time with tracking, and they wanted to offer like a program for them. You know what I mean?
Plus, as someone who's had quite a bit of success, and I am a very big cheerleader for Simply Filling, I do think that if you are new to Weight Watchers, that is not the plan that you should go for. I feel like if you have been doing Weight Watchers for like 6 months, a year, and you know how to eyeball a portion size, you know about what makes you full, you can sort of intuitively eat, then I think you should try Simply Filling. But if you are new and you've never tracked before and you are not comfortable with portion sizes, you're going to probably overeat, and the program isn't going to be good for you. So I agree with you. Like, I do not think that it's good for newbie Weight Watchers people.
And I'm sure it depends on where you're at and what leader that you have, but I have never heard in any of our meetings or that people are recommending Weight Watchers food over real food that you get in a grocery store. It's there as an option for people that want to use it, but I've never heard a leader be like, well, you should probably put down that whole food, those bananas and that lean protein, and have, these caramel bars instead. They're meant to be there just as a tool to help you kind of work your way out of those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because we've been both doing Weight Watchers for over a year. And the way that I ate when I started Weight Watchers is nowhere near where I eat now. And the things that I used to crave when I first started Weight Watchers were not things that I crave now. But having those tools and like snackies and stuff that can get you through that Weight Watchers has, I think are awesome as well. Even if you're on Simply Filling, like using your weeklies for that, like, if you got a craving.
Yeah, and I think that they are getting better at, like now they have information about Simply Filling that you can pick up in the store. There's a Simply Filling cookbook There now is an app setting for Simply Filling. They mark what products that they do sell, like oatmeal and stuff like that, that is Simply Filling. So I think that it is, they recognize it, and they have tools for people that are using it. It's just not the flagship program. It's not the one that they, that is theirs. It's just a secondary option.
We don't really know about Smart Points over Points Plus because I did Points Plus actually, I don't even think I ever did Points Plus. I did that. I was on Weight Watchers 10 something years ago. And Celia, this is her first time doing it, so she's only known Smart Points. So I don't know the difference either.
All I can say is that because I don't know, I think that regardless, both programs are set up where you kind of decide what it is that you want to be eating. If you want to be eating meals versus if you want to be eating snacks. Like, let's say you choose to have lighter meals, so that way you can have lots of snacks in between, or you choose to have bulkier meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then you're not snacking in between. I think it's the way that you build your day and you plan your points as to how you use them. I do know that the Smart Points program, people have lost more weight in the first 2 months of being on this plan than any other plan Weight Watchers has ever launched.
Yeah. And I can say that when I did Weight Watchers the first time, something that sticks out in my mind I don't know if that was Points Plus because it's so long ago, but something that sticks out in my mind is with this program, vegetables and fruit for the most part are free. And when I did it the last time, you had to count points for like a banana. So I would be like, well, would I rather have a banana or would I rather have a Snickers? You know what I mean? So it wasn't teaching me to eat differently, which Smart Points does, because most fruits and veggies are free. So I do go for the banana instead of the Snickers because I want to save my points. You know what I mean? So maybe that's a difference. I feel like Smart Points is a lot bit more healthy food focused, but you can still work those things you crave into your day if you need to.
Yeah. And one thing I do love is that, so you guys won't be seeing the Smart Ones dinners with the Weight Watchers points on them anymore because the Weight Watchers is no longer working with them, which I think is really good. I think that a lot of people get the idea that this is what I need to be eating to be on Weight Watchers. Well, it's just a tool. So I'm glad that they're kind of taking that split. So
yeah. But I mean, I really, when I joined Weight Watchers this time, I was only basing it off of my last experience. And I was like, I am just at a point in my life where I'm going to try this. It's the last diet I haven't tried again. So let's go with this one. And it's so much better. It's so much better.
Yeah. Like I said, I've never done it before, but I definitely feel when I'm planning out my day or when I'm planning out my meals that I am more geared towards eating fruits, vegetables, lean proteins because it's really good.
This is a good question for you. Well, I mean for us, but we were just talking about this.
Suggestions for chronic yo-yo dieters to stay on plan. Don't watch YouTubers that don't stay on plan.
Yeah. I think I was just telling Celia, or any YouTubers that are telling you some crazy diet that's not the one that you're on.
I think it's really bad, especially though if you are watching somebody that is doing Weight Watchers and then they go to do one thing and then they do another thing and then they try this and that because they're getting results by doing all this, but it's not healthy. And then when you're in a desperate place like we were recently, after we hadn't had a loss, I didn't lose and I worked really hard, where you can be tempted by those kind of things and we tend to not listen to the things that make sense. So I think that surrounding yourself by, like Roxy says, have a buddy system, find somebody that's doing the same program as you are. Don't watch people that are flip-flopping on their diets. Watch people that you trust. People that have had success doing this for a long time. We just mentioned Kim, but she's in, the Fit and Fabulous Mama. She has been doing this program diligently and she says that she will never do anything else because this is the program for her. And she's lost over 100 pounds.
Yes, she's lost over 100 pounds and she's done it in a healthy way. If you need inspiration, go check her out. She is amazing.
Yeah, so that's one for sure. Watch that channel. The people that are making sure that, that they see this as a holistic thing, that Weight Watchers is food, it's fitness, it's, getting moving, it's mindset. So
it's positive thinking. All of these things are going to carry you past this program and into a lifetime of weight loss, not just I'm going to lose this 20 pounds, look amazing for a month, and then give up and then be right back where I was, you know?
Because then when you think about it, a lot of the other diet programs that are out there, well, yes, they can get you results, and I'm sure they have tons of fabulous information about how, you know, cavemen did this, and it's the way that our bodies are designed. But I got to tell you, cavemen also lived in huts, and I live inside of, you know, in a suburban home, and I'm not.
I can't go get a walrus.
You know what I mean? Like, we can evolve from certain programs, so it's just, I think it's just important to, you know, pick what your goals are, find what inspires you, and just stick with that, and try not to let yourself be tempted when we're having the hardest times, you know.
Yeah. And not to say that like these, you know, these YouTube channels that are sticking to a Weight Watchers plan don't have days where they aren't on plan completely, but that's just human nature. It's when you go to a channel that is supposed to be following one plan, but they're implementing not so healthy other plans to like accentuate theirs. And then I don't really feel like that's truly Weight Watchers. So
yeah, I just, if it's fast, it doesn't last.
yeah.
That's the, pow, pow, that one will stick with you. If it's fast, it doesn't last. It's so hard. I mean, because I think that why we yo-yo diet is because we see other people having the results that we want to have, or things aren't going as quickly as we want to, and we're just so impatient because we want those results that's why we'll go and try other things and then quit. But nothing made me feel better than hitting my goal after working so hard. Mm-hmm. Like, when I hit my goal, it wasn't because I did HCG. It wasn't because I avoided every carb in sight. It wasn't because of a diet pill that I took. It was because I worked really hard, and I did things that were really good for myself that I felt proud of.
You changed your lifestyle.
Yeah, don't ever do a diet that you wouldn't recommend to your children, you know? If I had a daughter or someone that was wanting to lose weight, I mean, would I want her to do something dangerous? No. So we should love ourselves the way that we love other people.
Yeah, and it does take a long time sometimes. I think that the average, what you should expect to lose on Weight Watchers is like, what, 1 to 2 pounds a week?
Yeah.
And that's on the, you know, and so, I mean, if you think about it, that's a slow pace in your brain. Your brain is saying, why aren't we going faster? I'm not seeing fast results, but you got to just kind of, that's why I really suggest taking before and after pictures, because I honestly, if I'm having a struggle day and I go back, I keep them in my phone. I don't show them to everybody. But I go back and I look in there and I go, okay, Sheree, you're down 80 pounds. Like, you're not, you know, you may be struggling today. You may have had a rough week, but, you know, you're not 80 pounds ago. So keep stuff around you that motivates you as well. People and things.
Totally. It's so hard. It really is.
Yeah.
And I think that especially because, like I said, with the community, like, we're not perfect. We don't live like this perfect lifestyle. We'll make mistakes on Weight Watchers. Shoot, man, I lost weight and I gained, you know, 15 pounds of it back. I'm not perfect, and I'm not somebody that should be looked at as like, hey, I need to be her and do everything that she's doing. But I am trying, and I am doing something that I know works and something that I feel safe sharing with other people.
Yeah, I don't feel like the content that I'm putting out would damage anyone, and that makes me feel okay, you know?
Yeah. So I think that if you are seeing things that, you know, like, are, you know, super restrictive, and that's, to be totally honest, guys, that's a big thing for me, and that's something I really struggled with this week. I had to stay away from YouTube for a while because I have had serious problems with restriction in the past, and there were videos that I had been watching that were really triggering that. I wasn't eating. There's a couple days and I did not eat enough. I had like 23 points left for my day, and I can't do that. And but I had to do that to myself and be like, this isn't the way we do it, Celia. This isn't how we do it.
We step back from those videos. We step back from that thing that's making us feel like what we're doing isn't enough.
Right. Go back to what you know. Go to who you love. Go to who you trust. You know, I'm talking to Sheree about it, and she's been talking to me through all my stuff. And so,
yeah, finding a buddy, I think, is like super key. If you can find, even if you go to a meeting, like if you don't have anyone in your personal life who's doing Weight Watchers, just see if you can't meet someone in a meeting and be like, hey, would you be like my accountability buddy? You know, like maybe you want to meet up and like, let's go walk once a week or something. Because it just really helps to have someone that you can call and say, hey, I'm struggling today, or hey, I really want to eat this. Is it worth it? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. Cause a lot of times it's hard. It's hard to talk about stuff. Especially when it comes to things like that, you know, where it's hard to trust people with those really dark things, but you have to be able to talk about it. So find somebody that you can talk to about it.
Yeah, I think it's really important.
Totally.
Yes, accountability person.
Like, huh?
I said yes, accountability person.
It really does. It really does help. And not somebody to be in charge of you, not somebody that's just gonna be the boss and tell you to put down that cupcake and do all that. That's, you know, that's not what it is.
Yeah, I don't think we have ever said that to each other. I think we have called each other and been like, hey, I really want to have this. And then the correct response is, do you really want it? Then yeah, have it. Work it into your day, you know?
Yeah, that's what it is we talk through what it is, why we are wanting this. Is it worth it? Like where are we at with this? Like, but we just have the conversation about it. And a lot of times the only person that we have the conversation with is ourselves. Mm-hmm. And we're really good at lying to ourselves about stuff.
Yeah, I'm really good at that. I'm like, yeah, I totally need this.
Super good at it too. I'm like, I'm a professional. I can figure out a way to not eat or eat myself out of any situation. You know what I mean? Wow. But anyway, we are gonna have to cut. We gotta cut it. I feel like we were on a fun topic and we lost track of time. But
yeah, we've got Game of Thrones to get to.
Game of Thrones, and your husband just has a game.
Yeah, just a game, no thrones.
Yeah, I still have to work on some din.
Yeah. But thank you guys so much for tuning in and keeping the conversation going. This was a great chat. I love it that we are doing little topics every week. I feel like that's kind of keeping us motivated. And
yeah, we didn't really have much of a topic today, but you guys were really helpful and chitter-chatting with us.
Yes, we'd love it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you. Celia will see you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And we hope you have a great week. You guys can do it.
Woo! Bye, Muffin.